Good morning, everyone.
Jumpa pers akhir tahun Menteri Luar Negeri Amerika Serikat Antony Blinken didominasi pertanyaan soal perang Israel-Hamas. Menteri Luar Negeri Blinken kembali menekankan, di saat Amerika Serikat mendukung hak Israel membela diri, serangan terhadap kelompok militan Hamas harus tetap meminimalkan korban sipil.
It's clear that the conflict will move and needs to move to a lower intensity phase. And we expect to see and want to see a shift to more targeted operations with a smaller number of forces that's really focused in on dealing with the leadership of Hamas, the tunnel network, and a few other critical things. And as that happens, I think you'll see as well the harm done to civilians also decrease significantly.
Pemerintah Amerika Serikat di bawah Joe Biden juga mendapat sorotan atas kembali alotnya pembahasan resolusi di Dewan Keamanan PBB soal konflik Israel-Hamas, di tengah ancaman veto lagi oleh Amerika Serikat. Satu lagi kebijakan Amerika Serikat yang mendapat sorotan belakangan adalah persetujuan Departemen Luar Negeri atas penjualan 14.000 amunisi tank ke Israel senilai $106,5 juta yang dilakukan tanpa otorisasi Kongres. Penjualan ini diloloskan dengan alasan kondisi darurat dan keamanan nasional. Organisasi advokasi Muslim, Council on American Islamic Relations CARE, termasuk yang menyesalkan penjualan ini.
President Biden privately admitted as much when he said to donors that the Israeli government is conducting indiscriminate bombing of Gaza. Despite that, he is not only sending more weapons to the Israeli government, but doing it without approval from Congress. That is, put simply, wrong. It's legally wrong, it's morally wrong, and it should stop.
Menurut Josh Paul yang mundur dari Deplu karena penolakan terhadap kebijakan Amerika Serikat di Timur Tengah, Kongres perlu bertindak.
But I think it also represents, as you have noted, a willingness to accelerate things to the point where you are even bypassing typical congressional oversight, which I think should be of concern for Congress. When President Trump used this exact same authority to rush arms to the Saudi-led coalition in Yemen, Congress introduced, the Senate actually passed 27 separate resolutions trying to block those sales.
Sebagian anggota Kongres dari Partai Presiden Biden sendiri, Partai Demokrat, telah menyatakan penolakan mereka terhadap dukungan militer Amerika Serikat bagi Israel. Sementara menurut Pentagon, amunisi tank yang dijual berupa amunisi 120 mm, bukan 155 mm, yang telah ditolak organisasi kemanusiaan termasuk Amnesty International. Dari Washington DC, Yuni Salim dan tim VOA.